Ladies and gentlemen, live from the famous ACME Comedy Hollywood, it's Hollywood Stands Up, the comedy nightcap. Starring Betty Arthur, Casey Gullickson, Jake KROEGER, Robin McDonald, SILVERMAN, SHELBY STOCKTON, Ian TINDELL, CHINEDU UNAKA, music by Elementopy, and your host, Josh Paget. And now, please welcome to the stage, Josh Paget.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Josh Paget. I'm the host of Hollywood Stands Up Comedy Nightcap. Thanks for coming out. We're going to have a lot of laughs, I promise. I guarantee it. If you didn't recognize me from the picture that was just on your television screens at home, television screens here in the studio audience, I've been growing a beard over the holidays. I don't know how you guys feel about that. The band fully supports it. They're fans. You may have noticed I use a present progressive growing a beard because it's not really a full beard, right? I'm in the act of it. I have not grown a beard. I don't want to claim that I have one, but I'm working on it. It's a goal. It's not my life is ending. You don't have to be concerned. Maybe it is. I'm doing stand-up comedy. It's a big indicator of how things are going. Who here is excited about the holiday season, huh? Valentine's Day coming up? No one's celebrating yet? That sounds like Christmas? We're not playing Valentine's Day character? Some people get upset about Valentine's Day. They get angry because they don't have anyone, to be romantic with. But that's not the case with other holidays, right? You don't hear it's St. Patrick's Day again. Another year gone by and I'm not Irish. I can't fully appreciate the day. Here it is again. Shrove Tuesday has come once again, and I have no one to make me pancakes. Obscure religious holidays I can't celebrate because of my loneliness. People get upset about that. But if you're not Irish, you still go out and just binge drink on St. Patrick's Day. So I say do the same thing on Valentine's Day, just candy hearts. Valentine's Day, I'm romantic for one night of the year. This is my night. That's how I'm romantic. That's how I eat every kind of food. I don't know, it's a problem. I'm working on it. I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost 15 pounds. But don't clap because I want to keep losing more. And if you clap for that, that's not a clap-worthy amount. It's fine. It's fine, though. My problem with losing weight is that no one believes me. Right? That's my diet problem, is that, if you're at work and they're like, hey, it's John's birthday. We're having cake in the break room. Come on, have a piece of cake. I really shouldn't. I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah, right. Come on, just have a piece of cake. That's right, you're funny, you're a stand-up, that's right. I'm gonna come see one of your shows, I will. Even at a restaurant, if you're trying to, I get a sandwich and then, the waitress is like, would you like an order of fries or onion rings? I'm like, actually, I see on the menu that there's an option for a seasonal fruit cup. I was wondering if I... All right, I'll bring you both, French fries and onion rings. No, but I wanted an extra side of ranch, you got it. I'm trying to lose weight. I am trying to lose weight. I've been doing a modified Atkins because Atkins was the fad 10 years ago. I'm just getting on it. And a lot of people are like, Atkins isn't really a good diet plan. But that's always after they're like, hey man, let's go out for pizza. And they're like, well, I'm doing the Atkins diet. And they're like, that's not good. It's neither is your option. You never hear this conversation. Hey, man, I'm going to go eat a bunch of apples. You should come with me. Well, I can't do that because it's on Atkins. They're like, oh, man, my apples and carrots, it's a lot of sugar. That never happens. That's not how it works, guys. Well, one thing I've learned about myself from being on the Atkins diet is that my Achilles heel for carb-wise, everyone has one thing. I can walk through the grocery store. It's chicken parmesan, whatever, fettuccine alfredo, you got nothing. Ice cream, chocolate bars, nothing. But what draws me in like a tractor beam is Rice Chex cereal. Anybody else a fan? Nobody else is a fan of Rice Chex cereal. I know this for a fact because when you're walking down the grocery store aisle, you'll see, if you pay attention to the tropes of cereal boxes, that every cereal box has on it a picture of a bowl with the cereal in it, and then like with some strawberries for color. Every cereal box, except for Rice Chex. Rice Chex is like, hey, you can make Chex Party Mix with this. We're more than just a cereal. We know that you're not eating it like that. It's a good product if you add in like nuts and pretzels and put a sauce on it and bake it. You can make it into something good. Trust us. We put the recipe on the back. We're hiding this from no one. If you don't want to make it, we make it for you. We bag it. It's 2 aisles over. Buy Rice Chex. That's not even true. I don't even like Rice Chex. I buy the Ralph's brand Hexagrains. I can't even afford the real Rice Chex. Like a person buying the Hexagrains. It's 40 cents difference, people. You can taste it. You can taste that 40 cents with each bowl of sadness. The other thing I miss out on a lot is the Olive Garden. Does anyone else have their favorite restaurant as Olive Garden? That's the best, right? Olive Garden, that's my favorite place because they're always celebrating their food, right? You've seen their commercials where they're like, it's pasta days at Olive Garden. Just come in and get some pasta. It's like, that's what you have every day. That's not a special occasion. You haven't brought out the pasta. I don't think that that's a season. They're like, it's ravioli season. I didn't know that there were seasons with the pasta. Here I am. I'm still eating lasagna, and it's ravioli season. I'm all mixed up. They're always celebrating it, but they're always like creating a new thing because everyone can make like regular spaghetti or whatnot. So they're like, it's pasta shetty. It's a ravioli that's stuffed with lasagna, then wrapped up in a tortellini shell, covered with Alfredo sauce. Don't pay attention to this crazy stuff we've made up. We're giving you breadsticks, more breadsticks, more breadsticks. Olive Garden is like a buffet where you don't even have to get up and like go get a plate and like restructure it and bring it back. You don't have to deal with any of those obstacles. The waiters just bring you more breadsticks. Just constantly, you're in a duel with the waiter over how many breadsticks they can bring you. They don't care. They're like, you finished your meal, they're like, more breadsticks, come on. You want the dessert menu? You're like, yeah, let's do the dessert menu. They're like, are you enjoying that lava cake, mud flow, chocolate explosion? You're like, I am. How about more breadsticks? They bring you your bill, and it's like, there's another breadstick in the bill. You always feel guilty if you leave some out, but you never leave some out anyway, so it's a guilt that's easily overcome. The thing that I love most about them is how hard they try to convince you that it's Italian food, right? Like you've seen the commercials, they're like, every year we send one chef to Italy where he observes authentic Italian cooking. And then he comes back to the United States and tells 2 more chefs. And those chefs tell 2 other chefs. And those chefs tell 2 more chefs. And those chefs tell 2 chefs. And those until at least one person at every one of our restaurants has at least heard of Italian cooking or some reasonable facsimile. Oh, I miss Olive Garden so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce our first comic. Some people know him. Some people know him as the comedy editor for the Nerdist blog. More people know him as a bureau for comedy, and even more people know him as a comedy bureau. Please give it up for my good friend, Jake KROEGER.
Please keep it going for your host, Josh Paget, everybody. You all seem like nice people, so I have no idea why I'm about to say something controversial, but I am. I just feel like I have to get this off my chest, and if you want to boo me for this opinion, so be it. I'm so sorry. But I think sex is gross. I think it's really disgusting. From what I understand, it's just a bunch of oozing and a lot of squirting of fluids out. And then munching, there's munching, right? And then at some point, a stork comes and ruins your life, right? If you think what you just heard was hearsay, you're correct. I've never had sex. That was all hearsay. And the thing about that is, when my friends find out that I'm a virgin, because friends are terrible people, we all know that, they want to do a thing, not only get me laid, but do it in a way that entertains them. Like, you know, you'd think they'd just like go to a bar and like, you know, get you drunk and then you get laid. But no, my friends, they want to chloroform me, tie me up, and then put me in a van and then have me raped. That's what they want to do. My friends, aren't they great? They're really great. But I have a plan to foil their scheme to get me laid. And it's this: I just have to masturbate enough to where my penis is flaccid at all times. So then I cannot be raped. You know, I basically just have to jack off enough where I don't get laid. You know, like everybody else does. Wait for that one to sink in. But I think I'm gonna have to have sex as much as I don't want to. It's the thing I'm really not looking forward to, because nobody likes an angry virgin. Nobody likes being at a bar, talking with their friends, joking about like, hey, what's your number of how many people you've slept with? And then some guy who looks like an Abercrombie and Fitch model, you know, that doesn't have their shirt on, but totally has a shirt on, say 0. And then me saying, hey man, you don't know what my struggle's like. You don't know what it's like. Nobody likes that person. And nobody will talk to that person for the rest of the night, just like it happened to me. And that's, you know, honestly, that's what defines me as a person, being an angry virgin. That's for those of you that thought like, oh, he looks like an overweight Manny Pacquiao. First of all, shame on you. Shame on you. Second of all, that has nothing to do with me at all. Me being Filipino has nothing to do with my being. I have more in common with the first guy who mistook hello for I love you from a girl. That's who I have more common with. All right? And people just want me to be proud of being Asian. I don't get it. Like, I like eating with a spoon and fork at an Asian restaurant, and I get a dirty look for that. Spoon and fork is just way more efficient, by the way, because with chopsticks, it just your hand hurts after a while. And honestly, the only way that you should be using chopsticks while you're eating is if you want to lose weight. Just think about it for a second. Try eating a hamburger with chopsticks, or some fried chicken, or a piece of pizza. Your hand will hurt so much, you're like, dude, fuck it, I'm tired. I don't want to eat anymore. The hunger pains will be replaced by just, you know, being lethargic. Despite all of what I just said, I can dance. I can dance. And I know I look and I keep the appearance and I have the figure of a guy that likes staring in corners, but I can dance. For instance, I once beat a black man in a dance battle. And I can say that I beat a black man in a dance battle because I beat a black man in a dance battle. That's the thing that really happens. You know, like the circle opened up, I got the party started, and somebody popped my collar. Son. Here's the thing. Girls don't like guys who can dance battle. They want to be danced with, not danced at. So that's my plight. But basically, I want to end with this. You guys have been very nice. I'm sorry to end with another controversial statement. No matter what any of you say, you're a nice person, you're a nice person. No matter what any of you say, I will die alone. No matter what you guys do. And I challenge you to stop me. Any of you stop me from dying alone. Any pretty girl here tonight. Come on, I'm calling you out. Please. My name is Jake KROEGER. Have a great night, everybody.
One more time for Jake KROEGER. Pacquiao reference. Nailed it. You guys are a good crowd if you're picking that up. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian did her one-woman show on this very stage over 14 years ago. Since then, you might have seen her on Law & Order, Curb Your Enthusiasm, or The Jay Leno Show. Please welcome her back to Acme. Ladies and gentlemen, Robin McDonald.
Hey, wow. Wow. I love that band playing me on. It's good. First of all, this is not notes on my set. This is a grocery list that I have to memorize during my set because where I shop, they don't allow you to take a list. And that's the Vons on Fairfax. So, yeah, you take a list in there, they hate that shit. They ring you up in the parking lots. Ladies and gentlemen, I know in stand-up today anything goes, and a lot of comics like to come up and do jokes about blowjobs and ass fucking and teabagging and, I was not going to do that. But then I was talking to a friend of mine and she said, well, aren't you just supposed to get up there and talk about stuff you like to do? And are good at? Anybody? I gave it a shot. Let's give it up for the band! LMNOP! God, you guys are so cool. I love it. I love musicians. A while back, a friend of mine wanted to fix me up with a musician. I thought, wow, what's this going to be like, Like some hot front guy on guitar with, tight pants, a nice package, guitar licks, Or like a hot, sweaty drummer all tatted up, kind of guy that throws you up against a wall. You know what she introduced me to? The trombone player. It's like, placid. There's nothing sexy about that, right? And I mean, come on, not unlike some of our finer American institutions, if a garage band is having cutbacks, you guys know this, 2 guys are gonna go. One is the trombone player, and then maybe the guy on tambourine, maybe. So I said to my friend, looks like there's a lot of money in that. She said, what do you mean he works all the time? I said, what, funerals in New Orleans? Because we're always see him. So I married him. And here's how that went. I picked up an office job 90 hours a week, and he maybe picked up a couple lunch shifts, and then spent the rest of the time out jamming with the other trombone players in town. Till one night I realized he had left his bone at home. Technically. Do you know what I'm saying? He cheated on me. I was cheated on by a trombone player. Yeah, that's a badge of honor, folks. Anyway, yeah, we're friends now. He went on to marry a financial advisor. They're on their 4th home. So happy for them. I went on to share a studio apartment in Hollywood with a half-blind dog I found in an alley. So, yeah, hold on, I'm just gonna, eggs, milk. Okay, yeah, so anyway, I'm single, I'm out there. It's a little tough, being older and being single in Los Angeles. One thing I've realized, I'm not my type's type, apparently. It's a hard pill to swallow. And being a little bit older, single, dating, extra challenges in the self-esteem department. By extra, I mean, weight. You get that midriff thing that just kind of pops up out of nowhere, a little bit older. I was at the gym the other day and a woman asked me if I was pregnant. I said, you know what? That is the nicest compliment. I mean, for someone to actually think that ship is still in port, because that thing, sailed a couple decades ago. Now that was nice. The other thing, extra hair, you gain it where you don't want it, and you lose it where, frankly, you could use it. It's nothing like a guy going, hey, nice wax job. You're like, yeah. All the time, that shit just fell out. So that was easy. And then this is the worst thing. When you are a woman my age, you are made up, dressed, and ready to go out at night. You have an hour-and-a-half window where you have to be fully seen by everybody. You got to get it all done. Because after that, my friends, the bloom starts coming off the rose. The clock strikes midnight. For me, that's 8:30, 9 o'clock. Which is good for dating because, you could take me out, sir, have great sex and dinner, because that's the order I like it, and be out with your friends by 9:30. So it's a win-win, right? My mother does not respect the hour-and-a-half window rule, which upsets me a little bit. Being an older woman, she really should support me in that. But whenever I go home to upstate New York to visit, you know what it's like when you're going to see people that you haven't seen in a long time. I have a lot of friends back there, and I have to do all my drinking on a treadmill for like 3 months, just to get ready. And, okay, that doesn't work. But you know what I'm saying, though? It's hard when you're preparing to see people that you have. Come on, somebody. You live in small towns in the country, and, or you move away and you go back, thank you! So here's the deal. Every time I'm getting ready to go out, I'll say, hey, Mom, it's 7 o'clock, going downtown, meet some friends, have some drinks, got an hour and a half, look pretty good. I'll get one of these. Yeah, Robin, do you have time to swing by Biddy Baylor's out at the lake and say goodnight? She doesn't get a lot of company out there since Betsy and Bucky took the kids and moved to Binghamton. Just like, okay, Biddy Baylor is this friend of my parents. She lives in a chair in her living room. And, 97 years old, she hasn't been out of it probably 40 or 50 years yet. Every time you talk to her, she sounds like she's out of breath. So she's like, well, Robin, did I ever tell you about the cruise I took to the beautiful island of Madeira? Oh, gosh. That's a beautiful little island, about 2 miles across, and oh, gosh, I think they've been invaded by just about everybody. The Moors, the French. Oh, gee, Biddy, that's great. I just stopped by saying, I gotta go. I got an hour and a half. I'm starting to look like Lyle Lovett as the minutes just tick away. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was 1963. Oh, gosh, so nice you remember all those details. Well, I gotta get going. Well, maybe it was 65. Let's ask Frank. He'll know. Frank! Frank! Oh, gosh. Sometimes I forget he's not with us anymore. It's Biddy Dwyer. Well, I settle in because I know that Biddy Dwyer is the only one that's going to see me that night. And so my hour and a half is up and my time is up with you guys. Thank you so much. You're great. Thank you.
Robin McDonald, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, next comedian has done stuff for Channel 101 and Funny or Die. Please welcome him here to Acme, Benny Arthur.
Woo! What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Doing all right? So, okay, good. Thank you for responding. Awesome. So, funny story, you guys. Recently, I was in Glendale. And apparently there's a street in Glendale called Chevy Chase. Remember when that street was funny? I do. That street should never gone off the cocaine, am I right? That street got booted around the funny farm, huh? Yeah, so, okay, well, I didn't know that people were so pro Chevy Chase in this crowd, so, sorry, I apologize. Did not mean to offend people. Chevy Chase is a very funny comedian way back when. Who likes to fly in airplanes, huh? Yeah, we all do, right? So, apparently Delta Airlines has a new advertising slogan, which is Delta Airlines. Fuck you, Benny. which kind of goes along with the same lines of the new Ralph's advertising slogan, which is, "No, Benny, we can't sell you this beer because you talk like you're drunk." And me going, well, I just need change to do the laundry, thought that I would buy this beer, get the change, and them saying, "You are definitely drunk." And me saying, well, I'm from the South and I have a speech impediment, and them saying, "You are most definitely drunk." Security. But joke's on them, you guys, because I totally got a $25 coupon to Ralph's. And I'm not afraid to use it. And yeah, hit me up after the show. So that's kind of a cliche thing to say, hit me up after your show. Sorry about that. So, is it weird, you guys, that the first time I ever had sex was at a Bible study? Last night. Yeah. So, yeah, it's weird. Okay. So, no, I'm joking. I've had sex at least once before, last night. I actually just got out of a relationship. Yeah, I had to force quit my last relationship, because it just was not responding. So yeah, had to do away with that. So, but things are going good though. I have a new girlfriend, who just so happens to be a ghost. I call her my boo. So two of my best friends growing up, you guys, one was named Marco and one was named Polo, and I went swimming with them one day and I could never find them again. So that was a very sad story from my childhood. Thank you for laughing. So I was coming home late one night from the club after a night getting my swerve on, and which I do regularly, and I was going straight, and I was on Fountain and Western. I was going straight. This car pulled up beside me, car full of guys. My windows were down, their windows were down, and one guy leans over and says, "Hey, where's the party at?" And I didn't really know what to say, so I didn't say anything. And then another guy goes, "Please say it's in your pants. Please say it's in your pants." And so again, I didn't really know what to say, so I didn't say anything. And then the third guy goes, "Why don't you hop in here with us? This guy could suck a penis like a vacuum." Which was great because my penis was incredibly dirty that day, and it was covered in lint and dust bunnies, and there were pennies shoved up in my penis, and he had that special attachment to get under my couch. The point of the story is I got into their car and I got raped, but it was good rape though, as opposed to bad rape. So, okay, and that's the light, I'm guessing. So, all right, let me end on this real quick, then I'll get off stage. Okay, who here likes sex, right? We all like sex, right? Awesome. You know all the sex acts like the Donkey Punch of Cleveland Steamer? Well, yeah, we all do. I've come up with a few of my own that I would like to try out. Well, one really that I would like to try out tonight on stage. It's called the Optimus Prime, okay? Now, the Optimus Prime is where you have sex with the girl, then you transform it into a truck and drive off. So that's the Optimus Prime, and that's my time. So thanks, guys. Give it up for the show.
You guys having a good time? Of course you are. And indicate so by your applause. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have a very funny comedian who has done a comedy special for Time Warner, produced his own college tour, and is a writer for a new comedy special coming to Showtime called Caught Red-Handed. Please welcome him here to Acme, CHINEDU UNAKA.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? You guys are beautiful. Jesus, this is a beautiful crowd. Where are all the black people at? They weren't allowed to come? I am alone. You guys be nice. I like this, man. This is cool. I see a little Asian, some other in the building. Is racism over, guys? Is it? I feel it's coming close to an end. Let's try it out right now. Let's see. What's your name, sir? Derek. When the last time you said the N-word? Just wondering. When the last time? Don't think about it. Shit! Never is the only answer, Derek. He was like, let's see. Barack was elected in 08. That fucking healthcare was 09. That family of 5 cut me at KFC. That's right, 2010. I remember. It was Crenshaw and Slauson. I said, you niggas, stop cutting me. Wait, George, don't think about it. It's a trick question, Derek. It's okay. You bought the CD. You should be able to say it. You bought the CD. Yes, New York is hard. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, all right? I say cracker a lot. Not to be racist though. I'm talking about the snack. And I was thinking about it, like, man, a white person's racism is difficult and confusing because not only are derogatory term racist, it's also a snack of leisure. That shit has to be confusing, man. Case in point, right? I'm at a dinner party, I'm chilling, and the waiter, he's carrying around a tray with hors d'oeuvres, and I was hungry, and I love snacks, so I got excited. I was like, ooh, crackers! And at the same time, a group of my white buddies walked in. It's like the music stopped and everything, you know? They weren't upset, though, because they know my character. But then, we have to decide, was this black man trying to be racist, or was he just hungry for food? And that's why in 2012, my personal New Year's resolution was to stop saying the N-word so loosely. Because I realized if we keep saying the N-word, that black people, we can't be surprised, is 100 years from now, the N-word becomes so casual that Famous ACME or Chips Ahoy might come out with a double fudge chocolate chip cookie called niggas. And now we two got the problem. We hear niggas, and somebody trying to be racist, or is somebody just hungry for cookies? This is true, man. Imagine this, right? Me and my best friend Derek, right? We having fun. We at his house. He's young in New York. We playing video games. His mom comes home. She's like, hey, guys, I went to the store and I bought some fudge, some chocolate, some milk. How about we go to the kitchen and whip up some niggas? He's like, yeah, let's go whip up some niggas. I got to decide. They talk about making cookies, which is harmless, or is there a black man named Toby tied up in the fridge? I got to decide. The last thing I want to see is me opening the fridge and Toby, get out the field, there's no cookies. There's no cookies. Run. They're going to eat you. I'm serious, man. It'll be confusing for white people too. I'm not lying. What's your name, sweetie? Noelle? Noelle, imagine this, right? You come home and your best friend Becky, she's in a lot of pain. She's hurt on the couch. She's like, look like she has a cavity, but you're not sure. You're like, Becky, what's wrong? She's like, well, Noelle, when you were gone last night, I put 10 whole niggas in my mouth. You gotta decide, is Becky some kind of talented racist slut, or did she just eat a pack of cookies? Got to decide, man. Just think about it. That commercial be racist as shit. Could you imagine that commercial? Try new Chips Ahoy niggas. So good you don't need milk. But if you do, be careful because those cookies might drown. That was, I took it too far. You know, there's one place where they don't say the N-word, but it's a million black people? Africa. They just don't say it out there, you know. I was born in LA, but I am Nigerian. That's where the funny names come from. CHINEDU, Nigerian. And I realized when I went to Nigeria, driving in Africa is like playing Mario Kart in real life. Grab some turtles, get some bananas, because shit's about to go down. I'm fucking serious, yeah. It's like level 8. Remember level 8, the dirty ass road level? It's like that level, man. It's gaps in the road and everything. Fall. The cloud brings you back up and shit. I knew it, man. My mom was just dropping me off to high school. I'd be scared as shit. We about to die, man. She wasn't used to the rules. You know, one time we pulled up to a red light and the sign says no U-turn. She begins to make a U-turn like, Mom, what are you doing? The sign says no U-turn. She said, shut up, I can read it. I'm just going to make a C instead of C-turn. Shit don't exist. My dad, man, he's crazy. One thing with Africans, man, never waste food in front of an African, you know. I'm a big fan of cereal. I don't know if you guys love cereal, but I love cereal. Especially as a kid. My dad used to buy 3 beautiful cereals at the same time. And me, I like to open them up, mix them all together, and enjoy myself, you know, as I watch Recess. Recess? Okay, T.G. Detweiler, okay. It's my boy, TJ. I want to meet him someday. Yeah, man, my dad used to hate it, though. He'll come in the kitchen pissed off. CHINEDU, why would you guys open up the Golden Grams, the Cinnamon Crunch Toast, and the Applejack at the same time? Like, Dad, I think it's called Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what I said. Cinnamon Crunch Toast. Eh? Don't you know, back in Nigeria, there's something golden about it. We didn't have no Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Boy, eh? Me and my 82 brothers. We only have one piece of toast to crunch on. Eh? We just take a bite and pass it down the line. We didn't know Apple Jack's Lucky Boy. We had to jack apples. That's how he is, man. He's cheap as shit, you know what I'm saying? He be jealous of me, you know. I remember I was 10, right? I asked my dad, can I go to Magic Mountain? I had straight A's. I'm a smart kid, you know. I was like, Dad, can I go to Magic Mountain, please? Instead of giving me money, he spent the whole day trying to convince me that Magic Mountain wasn't real. He's like, Cheetah, what is this Magic Mountain you speak of? You're too old to believe in a magic, crazy boy. Eh? Go and get the map. Show me, where's Magic Mountain? Eh? I see mountains everywhere, son. The Himalayas, the Rocky Mountains. I don't see no Magic Mountain. He almost got me too, but I had a Mountain Dew earlier that day, so I knew he was lying to me. I said, Dad, damn it, I just want to ride Superman. He said, you want to ride Superman? Are you gay? He said, ugh. So my mom finally gave me some money, right? My mom was nice. She gave me some money. I looked at, Mom gave me some money. All I need now is a few bucks to buy food. He gives me $2 to go to fucking Magic Mountain. I said, Dad, I want to get a bag of Cracker Jacks with this. I'm going to be there for 8 hours. He said, so then buy Cracker Jacks. You should be lucky back in Nigeria, huh? There are no Cracker Jacks. We have to jack. that was close. I was going to say white people. I appreciate y'all. My name is CHINEDU. Thank you.
Yeah, keep it going for CHINEDU. It's his birthday today, so friend him on Facebook and write HBDY on his wall. He'll appreciate it, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian has been a writer for JibJab.com, the New York Underground Comedy Festival, and is the creator and writer of the blog Chick Like Me. Please welcome Rye Silverman.
Hello, Acme. How are you guys doing? What's up? All right. Let's just acknowledge it, guys. You all see it. We're all aware of it. Let's just acknowledge it. Get it out there. Yes, I am growing my hair out a little bit. And thank you for noticing. And I'm wearing a skirt. We'll acknowledge that, too. Why not? I've been openly a cross-dresser, guys, now for about 2 years. I came out as a cross-dresser 2 years ago. It's weird to use the phrase come out of the closet and still like girls, but I don't know how else to describe what I did, because I literally had to come out of the closet. And like, the thing is, like, and the way I feel about it is, like, I don't really know why I do what I do. I just know that I like it and have the legs for it, so I figure I might as well, you know. And the thing is, like, I feel like I have this mentality of, if you've got something weird about yourself, you gotta just be okay with it, because if you're not on board with it, nobody else is gonna buy a ticket either. So I cross-dress. I'm okay with it, and like people always ask me about it. And the thing is, like I said, I don't know why I do it. Like, and the way I figure is, I could spend thousands of dollars on therapy and figure out why I do it, or I could buy these boots on sale at Target and rock the crap out of them. And I'm a comedian. I don't have health insurance, so boots trump therapy. That's the way it goes, guys. So I always have to explain it to people and like break it down into terms, but like I'm not even that good at what I do, so I don't even know what the terms are. Like here's how I break it down for you guys. I call myself a cross-dresser because I wear some women's clothing, which is different than a transvestite, who's somebody who actually like goes out and like gets all the way dressed up as the opposite sex. Then you have a transsexual, who is somebody who's like born in the wrong body, like lives as the opposite sex, might have surgery like Chaz Bono. And then you have a KROEGER, which is a donut that has like powdered sugar and ridges. And it's delicious, so check that out. What's funny though is like I like living in LA. It's a good city to be a cross-dresser, be alternative or whatever. But it's also weird because people still have weird conceptions about what things are. Especially just down the road here on Santa Monica Boulevard, it's famous for being like tranny hooker central. Guys, I'm not a tranny hooker. I'm gonna get that out of the way right now in case anybody's got like money after the show or whatever. Not on board with it, guys. Not a tranny. If anything, I am a very niche market gigolo. I appeal to a very small market of girls who are bisexual, but not really. But the thing is, like, I like to go to Santa Monica Boulevard, and it stinks because I'm not there because I'm a tranny hooker. Do you guys know what else is on Santa Monica Boulevard? A really good Target. Guys, I'm not down for getting paid for sex, but I will shop at Target like a lot. I bought this t-shirt at Target, these tights, these boots. I'm a Target kind of girl. You guys, I love Target. But like, I think it sucks. Like, I go there and people see how I'm dressed and assume that I'm one of the tranny hookers. It's kind of like, you guys ever go to Target and you make the mistake of wearing like a red t-shirt and khakis? Yeah. It's kind of like that, but the questions get a lot creepier. Mostly they involve rate structures. And then also, like, the tranny hookers will look at me like I'm one of them. Like, they're there at Target, they're shopping on their lunch break and stuff like that. And like, they'll look at me like I'm one of them, but I'm like the new hoe who hasn't got her stuff together yet. Like, that's what they see me as. Which is like, it was funny, I did that joke one time at another show, and this guy in the crowd yelled, like, "Get your stuff together, girl!" That's the weirdest way to encourage me ever. Like, you can be a great hooker, go for it. What's funny about that area too is there's also, aside from Target and Best Buy and a really awesome sushi place that has like a really good happy hour, there's also a donut shop like right in the middle of the tranny hooker central. And I've never been in that donut shop, and I never will be in that donut shop, but I have to imagine they have the best donuts ever. Because they still exist. Like, they're open. Right now, you can go buy a donut. You won't want to, but somebody buys donuts there, and I don't know who it is. It can't be, it may be the hookers, but that's not enough to keep a business going. And I can't imagine this, I forget the tranny part. Like, who is shopping for a hooker and then hanging out later for donuts afterwards? Like, who is driving around Santa Monica Boulevard like, you know, I could really go for some sex right now. And then I'm going to make a little Sunday out of it. I'm going to stop by for some donuts. I'm just going to drive down Santa Monica Boulevard, get me a jelly roll, and some donuts. So I'm not a tranny hooker, guys, and that's the big stereotype that I get the way that I dress. And I hate that because it's not the only stereotype of guys wear women's clothing. If you see any mainstream Hollywood movie where a guy wears a dress, it's always for something. Like, you see Tootsie, he's trying to get a job, like Mrs. Doubtfire's trying to get his family together. But I never get that stereotype. It's always like, oh my God, that guy's wearing a skirt. I bet he gives a bargain basement BJ. Why can't just once? Why can't it be, oh my God, that guy's wearing a skirt? I hope he gets his kids back. Speaking of pop culture, though, with skirt, I actually know, because I'm also a giant nerd, and I actually was rewatching Star Trek Next Generation on Netflix, as I had that kind of time. And I was rewatching it, and I forgot that in the first season of Next Generation, guys, they actually had male crew members of the Enterprise walking around in dresses. It's called the Scant, which is a weird name, but that's what they called it. And like, I actually think it's weird that they stopped doing it, and I think they stopped doing it because audiences of the 20th century couldn't mesh with the fashion-forward styles of the 24th century. But I actually think the real reason why is because they had the guys walking around in the Scant wearing like the Scant and like black socks and loafers. So I think the Scant fell out of style because nobody on the Enterprise thought to pair it off with a sassy boot. All right, thank you guys very much. I'm Ryan Silverman. You guys have a good night.
Yes, Ryan Silverman. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian, you've seen him in the Adam Sandler movie that recently came out. I forgot the title of it. I apologize. He's also a writer for Ranker.com. Please welcome him to Acme, Ian TINDELL.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Give it up for your bands. I don't know if anyone's given it up for you guys yet. You guys are fucking awesome. Let's get this show started. I know what you guys are thinking, and it's true. I am adorable. I know you guys are thinking that, because that is what I tend to get all the time from the ladies. Just, oh my God, you look so young. You are adorable. Oh, I could just fold you up and put you in my pocket, Macaulay Culkin. Okay. All right. And let's just get that out of the way, too. That's a good idea, but how about this? How about when you fold me up, how about you just go ahead and put me in your vagina? How about that? Because that's where I'd rather be. Let's cut the shit, ladies. Calling me adorable is a little emasculating. I'm 27 years old, graduated from college. You know, my testicles dropped in January. Happy New Year to me. So my dad's talking to me again. Oh, I have no son. You do now, Dad. My voice dropped a whole octave. The New Year. Can I still say Happy New Year? Is that still allowed? It's February now. Happy New Year to you guys. I think I can still say that because half my friends are still flipping their shit that it's 2012. Oh my God. It's 2012. I can't believe it. Do you guys it's 2012. That's unbelievable. Oh my God, it's February already. I can't believe that. Oh my God, it's Friday. I can't believe that. Oh my God, Ian's doing stand-up. That's awesome. I can't believe that. Someone's fucking thinking that. Here's the thing. If I'm going to say I can't believe something, I'm going to reserve it for something I literally cannot believe. Oh my God, you're telling me that that's not butter. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that this is something other than butter. All right, now you're really fucking with me. You're telling me that Air Bud, Attorney at Paw, just won the Oscar for Best Picture. It's about a dog who's an attorney. And Nicolas Cage is starring in it. Really? That I can't believe. That part, yeah, that's believable. But the rest of it I can't. Oh no, now it's too much. You're telling me that Rick Santorum is the president of the United States of America. Rick Santorum, have you Googled his name? It literally means ass smoothie. He is the president of the United States of America. Really? And Nicolas Cage is the Secretary of State? 2 people have to die. And the star of Ghost Rider and The Wicker Man becomes a president in the United States. Really? That's fucking awesome, but I cannot believe that. I'll tell you something that's really awesome about 2012, or something I'm really nervous about, is the fact that we were 3 years away from the future and Back to the Future Part 2. Right? That took place in 2015. I just blew your fucking minds, guys. Because you're all thinking about what we're missing. The flying cars, the Jaws hologram that comes out, and the best thing of all, the fucking hoverboards. We don't have that. You gotta have power to go over water. We can't even hover. And I miss that, and I feel lame because what if we do have a time traveler that comes forward to our time? We have nothing to brag about. It's lame. We've got fatter kids. You know, they're harder to hurt, but I mean, that's kind of a superpower, but it seems like more of a problem. You know, yogurt is more available. That's it. That's all we've got. I don't know. Quick straw poll here, guys. I'm gonna switch modes here. Raise your hands real quick. How many people have been dumped after being in a 2-year relationship while in the car in the drive-thru of a Taco Bell? How many people? 1, 2, 50? All right. So I'm not alone in life. That's good. That's what I wanted to know. That happened to me last year. That was nice. And I'll tell you this. Ruining my life, that's fine. I guess that happens. But don't ruin my fucking Taco Bell. And that's what she did. She took chalupas from me. I cry now. Cheesy festive potatoes make me realize that women don't like to touch me in that way anymore. You know, that was wrong. It was a pure thing. The Taco Bell should not make me feel bad. I don't know. I do have a girlfriend though now. I got that back. I feel like I've gotten like how Ian got his groove back somehow. I told my dad this, and he responded. I was like, I'm in a new relationship, Dad. And he responded the same way he responds to every time I'm in a new relationship, which is, all right, well, just make sure you're wearing a condom. And what's her name? He said the condom thing before he even knew her name. Somewhere in his mind, he thinks that if he doesn't mention this, I'm going to come to him in like a couple of months like, Dad, I got her pregnant. Like, what, did you wear a condom? Like, you didn't tell me. Oh, God. Oh, no. So he just doesn't want me to get her pregnant, you know, which really just makes me want to get her pregnant. Right, just to fuck with him. Is that bad? Is bringing a child into the world for comedy bad? That's a bad thing? My girlfriend did say be a good father, which does mean one thing. I'm dating a stupid person. Because anyone that says, hey, let's have a kid just to fuck with my dad, is not going to be a good dad. I'm going to leave with this, guys, and it's a relationship thing. Anytime I get dumped, I always have the same question that goes through my head. And I'm going to pose this as a question to the women in the audience. But why do you always want to be friends after a relationship ends? What is this fascination with, hey, we can't be naked in the shower together anymore, but let's go to Yogurtland once a month and we'll just talk. We'll just get to know each other on a friend level. Like, it'll be a whole new thing. No, that's bullshit. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. You just want to feel better about yourself from dumping my ass. If you want to feel better, though, and if you want me to feel better, then offer me something awesome, okay? Something cool. Like a treasure map. All right? Now, some of you didn't quite react to that because that's a weird thing for me to fucking say. But I want you to come on this journey with me, and I'll tell you what's so awesome. I imagine it happening this way. I'm sitting on the couch, I'm smoking a pipe, I'm reading the paper, and she bursts into the house, panting. Hey, you know how my father just disappeared a couple of days ago? Well, I was in his attic rummaging around through his stuff when I came across a strange-looking scroll. Now, upon unwrapping the scroll, I did discover upon it a map to where he say to Lincoln's Gold. Now, you know how my father was always ranting and raving about this, but we always turned our heads the other way because we thought it was a myth? Well, just as I discovered this most ancient of secrets, a group of strange men dressed all in white burst in the house shouting and yelling about the location of the map. Now, just as they came through the attic door, I leapt through the window onto the roof of my neighbor's house, rolled down to the streets below, bullets whizzing overhead, cars chasing me, dogs barking, and I came straight here. Now we can't fuck anymore because I need my space and you have some issues, but it's not you, it's me. Would you like to have this? Yeah, I'd fucking love to have that. You know, and when we get back, we can talk about Yogurtland, but first, you're gonna have to pull me up and put me in your vagina. My name's Ian TINDELL, guys. That's my time. Thanks so much.
My dad has the complete opposite advice regarding condoms. I'm the youngest of 5 kids, and there's a huge age gap between me and my closest sibling. And so when I got older, I asked my parents about this, and he said, well, we joined a Bible study that said IUD was a form of abortion, so we stopped using that. Okay. Well, what about, there's other forms of contraception? I mean, like, why not just wear a condom? My dad says, do you shower with your socks on? That's the reason why I'm here today, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I'm standing in front of you today, introducing our next comic. He said, do some material do some material before you introduce me. That's what I did. Our next comic is a member of the improv troupe Flash Garden and the sketch group The Legendary Few. He is a regular performer at the Naked Winery. Please welcome to Acme, Casey Gullickson.
up? How is everybody? That's good. Good to hear. First things first, I'm wearing fucking headband on my head. That's new for me. You don't have to tell me about it. It's not something you gotta shout out. Hey man, you're wearing a headband. Cause I get it. You wanna judge me. I totally get it. Cause I always used to see people wearing headbands and be like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. What are you doing? Take that headband off. But I'm not trying to make like a statement. Like I'm not protesting a war or anything like that in a movie. I'm not fighting for the legalization of marijuana or anything like that. I just got tired of doing this all the time. And then it gets to a certain length and you gotta do this. It's just not a good look. So I had two choices. I could do like a headband made out of a bandana, or like my friend said, he was like, why don't you do a ponytail? I was like, fuck you, guy. Fuck you. That's a terrible idea, because it's like stoner or sexual predator. Like that's the two choices that I was faced with, and I think I chose correctly. I just got back from Las Vegas. I was in Las Vegas, not the good Las Vegas. I was in like North Las Vegas. My brother lives there. Okay, we got a fan over there. No fans over here. All right. My brother lives there. I went to visit him. Him and his wife just had a baby. And I felt obligated to go. My family was like, you live only like 4 hours away. You should go see him. Like it's a big accomplishment. They had a baby. I'm happy for them and everything. But like, I've spent my whole life and I've never had a baby. I think that's pretty cool. I think someone should come see me. Like that's an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Wow, I don't have a baby. We can do whatever we want all day. No one's gonna get hungry. You need to eat. It'll be great. I love my brother. I like seeing him in person, but I don't like talking to him on the phone, because he's like terrible at phone conversations, which is just a weird thing to be terrible at, but he's just bad at it. He doesn't pay attention, and then he doesn't know what you're talking about. Like always. One time my parents and my sister got in a car accident, and they were like, yeah, then we went to get a dress for mom for the wedding, so she could wear one to the wedding, and then we got in a car accident, and then we went to dinner, and he was like, oh, what kind of dress did you get mom? Totally just didn't hear any of that. Oh man, he does this thing to me where he puts me on speakerphone for no reason at all. It's not because he's driving or anything. He just puts me on speakerphone. And so instead of having a private conversation with him, I'm having a private conversation with him and whoever else is in the room, who most of the time it's him and his wife. And I'm like, if I want to talk to your wife, I would call your wife, and I don't, so I won't. I don't want to talk to her, like ever. Don't put me on speakerphone. Don't put me on speakerphone. Pisses me off, and he didn't get it. But I'm gonna teach him a lesson. Next time I'm on the phone with him, I'm gonna be like, Cody, am I on speakerphone? He's gonna be like, no, because he's a liar. And then I'm gonna say, good, because I wanted to talk to you about that stripper you banged last summer. They found her body. And her penis. What kind of shit were you into, man? And then just listen as his wife screams in terror because her husband is a gay murderer. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna do it for real. Yeah, this is like broadcast online and everything, but they ain't gonna watch it. It's too late. They have a kid. They're asleep. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Excuse me? Someone shouted? I thought maybe. What was that? Oh, no. They're asleep. They have a kid. It's like 11 o'clock. Anyways, just gonna screech right to a halt here at this show. They argue about everything. I don't understand people who argue about shit. I don't argue ever. No one's mind. Every argument I've ever seen, no one's like, oh yeah, I get it now. I changed my mind. Whatever we were just arguing. I'm a Republican now. Yeah. That's how it is. I get it. You make sense. Like, that just doesn't happen. I choose not to argue. The only time I ever argue is if someone's like, I argue about how awesome Taco Bell is. That's the only thing I feel strongly enough to argue. People are like, Taco Bell's pretty good. I'm like, fuck you! It is awesome. It's awesome. It is affordable, and it is delicious. I love Taco Bell. have a cousin who he chose an interesting way to solve an argument with his dad. They were drunk at a bar. This is in North Dakota, so they're rednecks. Okay. So they're drunk at a bar and they're driving home on the back roads because there's no cops on these gravel roads. And they got into an argument. I don't exactly know what it was about. And my cousin Corey is in the passenger seat, and he got so mad that he just jumped out. 40 miles an hour, he fucking bailed. Jumped out of the car. He broke his neck, but just, I'm not being an asshole because he lived and he's not paralyzed and he's fine. I think he's better off, really. Like, he's fine. He's completely fine. But what my real question is like, did he win the argument? Like, was that like checkmate? Was that just like the end all to every argument? Does that do it? You know what I mean? Is that the winner? Like, was his dad standing over his hospital bed just like, you were right? Miller Lite does have more taste. Because that's probably what they were arguing about. I just want that to catch fire. I want that to like, you know, pick up some steam, and then that's like what people do to like win arguments. Like, you want to fucking win this argument, you gotta jump out of this car, man. You gotta do that. You know who I want to do it the most is like hardcore like Christians and fucking hardcore atheists. Both. Just both. Because I am sick and tired of fucking listening to you argue. We all are. Just stop with all your arguing. The rest of us just want to sit around and play like catchphrase and stuff. That's what we want to do. We want to drink beer and play catchphrase, and you're in the kitchen arguing about whether God existed or not. And let's just admit it, no one knows shit, right? I don't know anything. That's what I say. That way I don't get any arguments about religion. I don't know what side to pick because I don't really believe in the Bible at all, but also I don't get the fucking Big Bang Theory at all. I don't understand. Every time I ask an atheist a question, I'm like, yeah, with the Big Bang Theory, like, I don't get it. And they're like, well, there's like a really, really small thing and then it exploded. It's like really small and it exploded. I'm like, yeah, but where did that come from? Where did that come from? Well, see, there was this really, really small thing and it exploded. No, that's not gonna work on me. I feel like I'm a kid and I just asked my mom, like, Mom, where do babies come from? And she's like, well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, they make a baby. And I'm like, fuck you. You skipped like a whole step. I feel like there's no way that's all there is to it. You gotta skip something. All right, I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Acme Comedy. Goodbye.
Yes, he had a headband. In case you guys didn't see that, he had the headband, and that's made all the difference. Is that not how the Robert Frost program goes? That's how it goes. Thanks. Got confirmation. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, our final comedian of the evening was named the funniest female comic of the world by a random dude on Facebook. And their comedy album, P. Madonna, was named Breakout Comedy Album of the Year by that same guy. You can judge for yourselves. Please welcome to the stage, Shelby Stockton.
Thank you very, very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby Stockton. I have a day job because I've developed a really nasty food, shelter, clothing habit, and that has to appease it. And my day job is I'm a junior high English teacher for overprivileged children in the Valley. You're welcome. And the truth is that I don't know if you remember being in school, but around this time of year, nobody gives a fuck. They don't care. I don't care. But unfortunately, their parents are paying $30,000 a year, so they want us to test them. So I have to teach them shit and see if they know it. But at this point, because nobody gives a shit, I'm literally acting out all of the curriculum. Like, I challenge you to come peek in my room when I'm doing adverbs, because it's like a vaudeville show is coming through town. I'm like, quickly, rapidly, clumsily. very much. And the truth is that as teachers and educators, we're doing a huge disservice to our students. I'm at fault also. We are not teaching our kids how to just look busy. You know, just look busy. Pretend like you're doing something. That's what I did. It got me through just fine. Like, a child will come up to me and it'll be like 15 minutes left of class, and Miss Stockton, I finished my essay. What should I do? I go, pretend like you're still doing your fucking essay. Not those exact words, but. I am originally from Texas, and you know LA, we're all here, and a lot of people are transplants, a lot of people coming through this little town of ours, and every once in a while I'll meet somebody who also has a little bit of a drawl, and they'll say, well, hold on a second, are you from the South? And I'll say, well, yeah, where are you from? Texas. Oh, sweetie, Texas in the South? Listen, Texas doesn't give a fuck about not being in your little club, the South. All right? So we're just being nice, okay? We're the Lone Star fucking state. You think we give a fuck that we're not the Confederacy? But the truth is that, I mean, people think we're alike. There's some things have trickled down into Texas from the South. For example, in the South, they drink sweet tea. And in Texas, we drink iced tea. And in the South, all the girls go to finishing school but to learn how to be good wives and write a thank you note. But in Texas, it's called Manners School, and it's co-ed, and it's at Foley's department store on Saturdays. And I am a proud graduate. I think that there should be a college course solely on watching reality TV shows and telling you how not to act. Or how to act, for that matter. I am a huge fan of the Real Housewives franchise. I've seen them all, even the DC one. I don't care. I'll watch that shit. Same formula, same conversations, different people, but I still watch it. And I have figured out how to win any argument. How to flatten those bitches out no matter what they say to you. Ladies, take out a notebook and write this down. When some bitch comes up to you and calls you broke, foreclosure, whatever they say about you, this is what you say back. Wow. Shuts them the fuck up so fast. What do you say to that? I'm going through one of those I'm hungry all the time stages, you know, like I'll eat anything. It's like, oh, is that an onion with ketchup and curry powder on it? I'll eat it. Is that a booger with hairs on it? You know, I'll try it. I haven't tried that before. I know that was too far. But you know what I'm saying. Like, oh, I'm hungry. And I hate feeling this way because nothing really, I don't feel like it fits right. I feel bloated all the time. And then I really get to thinking, and I'm like, you know what, Shelby, you need to settle the fuck down. There are people in other countries who don't even have food. And then I think if I could just visit that place for 2 weeks, like a vacation for 2 weeks, and learn the ways of the indigenous people, and bring that back here, and start a whole program of weight loss. And we would do it for real. Like, you know, like step one, everyone, start defecating in the water source. We'll start dropping weight like this. Just me onto this board. It's gonna work. Parasites are the new mono, or is the new mono. He's the new mono. You know, I wish that I had the balls to walk into Whole Foods and be like, where are your cigarettes? Just one-liner, just one-liner. I'm pro-ladies, pro-woman, pro-feminist. You know, leave us alone. Let us have our Planned Parenthood. Let us take care of ourselves. If we can take care of ourselves, we'll fuck you more, guys. I mean, it's like A plus B equals C. It's so ridiculous. But at the same time, some bitches be driving me crazy. Like those girls that are like, when a guy breaks up with them and they're like, I don't know, I just want to know. I just want to talk to him. I want to talk to him one more time. I just want to know. I need closure. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. What the fuck do you need to know? You know what's wrong with you. He figured it out. End of fucking story. Thanks, guys. I'm Shelby Stockton. You're great.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up once again for Shelby Stockton and all the comedians on the show tonight. My name's Josh Paget. I've been your host. Please join us again on the 17th for the next Hollywood Stands Up Comedy Nightcap. Kick it off, Elemental P. Wrap it up. Yeah! Thank you.
Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today isn't my day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay?